Hello, everyone. Today we are looking at integrating YouTube for content creators into WordPress. We're talking everything YouTube. We're talking live streams as well as displaying your entire YouTube channel library or select playlists. We're going to look at the reasons why we might do this. We're going to look at how to do this, and we're going to do it together right here, right now. Isn't that exciting? So, let's dive in. First off, it does require plugins and configuration, and there are many other things going on. If you don't really want to become a WordPress developer, well, I've got a shortcut for you. If you're a content creator and you just want to focus on content creation without the WordPress developing, without the custom PHP, CSS, JavaScript, code snippets, integrating various plugins together so that they cross-communicate. If you're looking to have a smoother, more cohesive experience and less do-it-yourself, you can find a pre-configured creators platform that includes everything you'll see in today's video, plus everything you'll find in every other video on this channel on my store. It is available for purchase. The platform itself is called Autonomy Agency. It is designed to be everything that a content creator would need. It's an open source alternative to Patreon. For less than the cost of half of the service fees that Patreon would charge in a single year, you can own your independent business infrastructure for independent content creators for life. That's right. So enough of the sales talk. Let's get into what we came for. Let's dive into the meat of it all. So here on the front of the website, this is the front end, we see a standby screen, which is shown to visitors on your website when you are not currently live. So on my website, I have it set up so that there is a graphic letting them know, hey, we're not live streaming now, but we could be at any time, and you don't want to miss the watch. So why don't you sign up for subscriptions via our newsletter? The other, that's found here on the live streaming tab. If I click here to video, we'll see that I have all of my entire YouTube channel library hosted on my own WordPress page. Clicking simply brings one up to the top of the page and auto plays the video. So let's look into how this is done, and also let's look at various implementations of how we can place these bits behind paywalls, behind member subscription pages for situations where perhaps you want certain live streams to only be available to paid subscribers. That's a pretty good idea. You might have a series of free live streams, maybe once a week, maybe, who knows what the schedule is for you and your content business. But let's say you have special live streams and you want those available only to paid subscribers. Well, you could place this behind a membership paywall. I'm going to take my face off the screen, and we are going to dive into the back end of the installation and look at how all this is done. So here we go. Away I go, and whee! All right, here we are in the WordPress back end. This is Autonomy Agency. This is the WordPress installation that I have set up for myself and made available to you. You can see that I have categorized the admin menu into categories, creation, monetization. We can scroll down, find our CRM for customer tracking, and then we have operations and external media. External media is where we will find controls for our YouTube dashboard. This is where the magic happens. Here in the plugin settings, this is automatic YouTube gallery. You can find it on the WordPress repository. You'll also find it pre-installed in Autonomy and Agency. So here we have source type. We can choose what type of content from YouTube we wish to display via shortcode on a front end page. We can choose to display a specific playlist, a specific channel, videos from a specific username. We can search for videos that contain specific keywords. We can choose a single video, but WordPress also allows you to simply place a single video via embed. So you probably won't use single video from this plugin all that often. The all valuable live stream integration. Oh, it's beautiful. And custom videos list. Custom videos list allows us to choose and carefully curate specific videos from our own channel or from across YouTube and just enter them one per line. And then we can tell, regardless of which setting we choose, whether it's playlist, custom video list, or channel, we have additional settings such as cache duration. How often, how frequently do we wish for WordPress to go out and search and report back with new videos and update our WordPress feed? Do we want it something like 15 minutes, every 30 minutes, every hour? Those are pretty frequent. You can do 1 day, 1 week, 1 month. 1 month seems rather conservative, but maybe every day. That's pretty good, especially if you're someone who's posting maybe once a day, once every other day. Then this is a good a neutral option. It's certainly what I'm using. Gallery. This is how one would define the look. So if we come over to the front end and if I go to videos, here is my YouTube video gallery. We can see that we have the main player, single video, title, and its description along with its full description, including hashtags. We can choose to show more or show less. And below the full video player of the highlighted video, the active video, we have columns. Right here, I have 3 columns displaying 5 videos. The channel is an early channel. So this is where we choose those settings. We can set the columns to 3. We can choose 2. We have a maximum of 12 columns. 12 would be a lot. It'd be very small video thumbnails. 3 is good for me, so that's where I go. And then how many videos would I like to show or have displayed on each page before pagination is required? This is set to 12. We can choose the image height. We can choose to display our videos in 16:9 aspect ratio or 4:3. 16:9 is great. Show video title or not show video title. Simple matter of check or uncheck. If you have long video titles and you want to limit the number of characters that WordPress will display, you can choose to only show, for example, the first 5 characters of this very long title by just changing video title length from 0, which is show everything, to show 5 characters. Of course, I'm going to leave that 0. I want to see the entire title. We have the same control for show video excerpt, whether to show or not show, and then we can limit the length. And then pagination. Pagination appears via either a pager style or a more button. And then the text of the more button can be anything that you want it to be. Load more, click for more videos, whatever you like to see. Pagination will occur on the page at the bottom of your video gallery list. So after showing 12 videos on the page, that's what we have. After seeing 12 videos, audiences will be shown a pagination option in order to be able to see more. Here on the player width, we can set a width or leave it empty to have it be 100% of its enclosing container. 100% is a good option because it's always going to be contained in something. another block in WordPress or your content width. So letting it scale dynamically to 100% is a really good way of ensuring that it looks great on both mobile, tablet, and desktop computer. Player width and height, FYI, refers not to the thumbnails in the columned galleries, but to the main active video that is at the top of the page. So we have 16:9 aspect ratio or 4:3, and the options to show the title, not show the title, show description or not show, and do we want the video to autoplay? Do we want to autoplay the next video in the list when the first video we're watching ends? Do we want the video that is in the active player to loop upon finishing? Do we wish it to play muted so that audiences must turn on the volume by their choosing manually? And do we want to show the player controls or hide the YouTube logo? We can also enforce closed captions so that they are always visible no matter what the individual user's settings are established as. And then same goes for annotations in the video. Do you want to show them or do you want to keep them hidden? Player language, choose the language according to the 2-letter code for the language, and then default captions language. And upon establishing the settings for these 3 categories of general, gallery, and player, you'll click on the generate shortcode and place the shortcode onto a WordPress page. That shortcode will then give you the full gallery according to the settings you've established. Live stream works the same way, but before we jump over to live stream, let's look at the placement of shortcode. So I will jump over to pages, and we can see that I have my pages in folders, organized in folders. It's one aspect of Autonomy and Agency. I just made things a little easier for myself rather than having an unorganized master list. Let's click on WordPress YouTube channel video channel contained within my YouTube related pages. And we will open this in a new tab. All right. So as the editor opens, we will see that the shortcode we are given after we have generated our shortcode will be provided with a shortcode that looks a lot like this. And when we save our page, we will be generating a page that looks a lot like this. Very interactive, very focused on video. That's our entire video channel according to the content that is on it right now. More videos coming regularly. All right, let's look over at the live streaming portion of the same thing. So this is the live stream page. It's consisting of 2 shortcodes, shortcode for the live stream portion and a headline, and then a shortcode for the Mail Poet newsletter sign up notifications so that people can get notifications when live streams are forthcoming. Let's look at this in the back end. So I will close this page. We will jump over to, let's go into the YouTube gallery settings page. Under general, what we would choose is live stream. Then we would set up our player and our general settings, such as we would need our YouTube channel ID that's assigned to our channel. We would place that here, and then we would describe how we want our player to look. The width, I leave it blank for that 100% of its enclosing container, 16:9 aspect ratio, and then autoplay, muted, player controls, hide the logo, force captions, show annotations. Just as we saw in the previous outline, you can set up all of these and then choose generate shortcode. So from generate shortcode, let's see what this looks like in the back end. So I'm still here in my YouTube pages. Let me find my YouTube WordPress related YouTube live streams. I will open this in a new tab, and as editor opens, we will see that we have two shortcodes on the page and a headline. We have the first shortcode displaying the shortcode generated from YouTube Gallery, and it contains my channel ID. And this first shortcode block is responsible for displaying this image. And I'll show you how to customize this standby image or message in the very next step. So we can see we have the headline here and then the mail poet. So in the back end, we can see that we have the headline and then a second shortcode with a mail poet shortcode to display this specific form. Let's close this edit page out, leave page, and let's look at the settings for live streaming the standby message. So we'll click under YouTube Gallery, we'll choose settings, and we can see that we must enter our YouTube API key to connect to the YouTube API. We can choose whether we want whether we're in development mode or if we are good to go and live. And of course, we can delete the cache associated with our YouTube API. Gallery and player tabs. You'll notice that the theme, the number of columns, the videos per page, the height, image ratio, 16:9, 4:3. You'll notice that for the gallery and then for player, that these look redundant. They look like what we just saw when we were generating our shortcodes. That's because the generating shortcode pulls the default settings from these two tabs. So gallery and player, if you know that you don't want to have to set every time you generate a shortcode, and you won't be generating them often, but if you would like to just set them once and then never think about them again, you can do them here under settings, under YouTube Gallery settings, under the tabs of gallery and player. Choose whatever you want them to be, set them, save them, and then every time you generate a shortcode, you still have the option there on that page to change the options, but they will default to whatever you've established here. Now let's look at the live stream standby message, the fallback message. This graphic looks familiar, doesn't it? Of course it does. It's what we see here on the front end when we are not live streaming. It's a graphic that I just made in Canva and then included here in the fallback message. This could simply be text message. I could just say, hey, I'm not live streaming right now, but wouldn't it be great if I was? Tell me I should live stream and donate to me to help make that happen. You could be as passive or pushy as you like to be. No judgments here. I chose to make something that would look like a rather than just use text, I thought I would use a graphic that looked like an off-the-air television broadcast. But of course, put a little text message on top of it to relate it to live streaming. So that's what I have here. And then it's simply a matter of, when you save it, you place your live stream generated shortcode onto your WordPress page. And when you're live streaming, your live stream from YouTube will be here. You don't have to do anything else. When you're live streaming, you don't have to log in to your WordPress and activate anything and sync anything up. Nope. WordPress will always be watching for your live stream. And when it sees it, it will change this graphic out from your fallback message and it will broadcast your live stream on this page automatically, so that your focus can remain on YouTube and live streaming and you don't have to think about WordPress. It's just doing the magic for you. And then when you end your live stream, it will return to this graphic. Now, right now I have my entire YouTube video library and my live streaming feed just on public links on my main menu of my own WordPress website. These short codes for the live stream or for individual YouTube videos or individual playlists, these could be displayed on post pages that are protected using Paid Membership Pro. Look for that video that's already in my YouTube channel. It's under monetizing content for creators using WordPress. I'll link in the description. So those are the two options of how we get this to work, to display live streams and display entire YouTube playlists or entire YouTube channels with Autonomy Agency or just with WordPress. If you're looking to just set up WordPress from scratch and start from the ground up, that's entirely an option because this plugin is available for free on the WordPress repository. Simply install WordPress, set up your server, set up or install the plugin, activate the plugin, get your API keys, plug them in, and get going. If you're looking for something that's a little put together for you, if you're looking for less work, less WordPress development, and more focus on content, then I encourage you, come to my own website, mindcreatesmeaning.com, and click on the purchase tab and find Autonomy and Agency. It is the pre-configured option for all of this. It contains everything that you saw in this video. All you have to do is plug in your own YouTube channel IDs and such. And it's already set up for memberships, paid memberships. And of course, everything is tied together. All of the colors, all of the branding, everything is tied in from one across all plugins. Everything is controlled from one color palette so that you don't have to customize or round off the edges, sand down rough edges around individual plugins. I've already done that because I've done it for me. I made the platform that I wanted to use for myself, and then I made it available to all of you. Of course, we can see that I've done quite a bit. We've got creation categories for creating posts, pages, podcasting, newsletters, products, and it includes a knowledge base. For monetization, we have memberships, donations, products, marketing, and analytics. For tracking feedback, we have form responses. We have article feedback. Article feedback is found at the bottom of every page. So if I were to click on anything on my webpage and then scroll to the bottom, was this page helpful? Yes, leave me a message. No? Oh my God, tell me how I can improve. Those messages, they come through here. Article feedback. Social mentions. People can mention us using web mentions across the web from their own WordPress websites, from their own websites, anywhere. And it will act like a trackback. It will just ping us and let us know. And we can have a conversation website to website. Operations, this controls all the traditional WordPress functionality like appearance, the plugins, plugin management. That's something I've added. That's coming in a video soon. Just like today's video, I'll be covering plugin management, which is all about optimizing speed and performance of WordPress by relegating where and when each plugin loads its code. We have tools, users, and settings, and then external media. We see the YouTube gallery, and we see that we can play external podcasts using a podcast player. And of course, we've got all of the options of Autonomy and Agency that we can set once at the initial setup and then forget forever, which are all of these. And we'll get into those another time because that might be getting into the weeds this time around. So if you want to learn more about, if you want to use YouTube and integrate it into your own WordPress website, and here's the benefit why. If you've stuck around this long, this is the real benefit. if you have your audience watching your videos and your live streams on your own web domain, on your own website, you are racking up all of those watch hours natively on WordPress. Even though you're watching them, your audience is watching them on your own website, YouTube is attributing those watch hours to your YouTube account. So you're losing zero benefit, and you're gaining additional web credibility and additional web authority on your own web domain, because Google is seeing that people are not only coming to your website, but they're spending a lot of time. They're staying. They click, they stay. Because they click, they watch a video, then they watch another video, and they keep watching videos. Live stream, they join your web page. They come to your own website for a 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hour live stream en masse. This huge audience spending all that time on your website. Google sees that and says, oh, this website up in the rankings, it shall go. People like this. Let's get more people coming over here. So you get all of the benefits that you're natively getting in WordPress, in YouTube. And then you're layering on top of that the benefits of everything you get from having all of that positive interaction happen on a property, on a platform, and a web domain that you own yourself, that's registered in your name. It's pretty great, pretty powerful, pretty great and powerful. I recommend it. Check it out. Look into doing it yourself. If you want the easy button, if you want the easy route, come see me. Autonomy Agency is a near one-click install. That's how it's designed to be set up. You just load it in. It configures everything for you. It includes all the plugins necessary. You simply plug in your Stripe information, your YouTube channel ID, those items like that. When you've plugged those in, then you just choose your colors, upload your content, start telling people where to find you. That's the magic. Okay, I will see you in the next video. That's all for now on integrating YouTube and YouTube live streaming into WordPress. I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.